Good evening, one and all. What's up, everybody? What's up, Satellite? Two Hit, Dave, Fury Fighter, PM Collector Boy, Justin, Brad. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you are doing well. I've been better. I've had better days. I've had better weeks. I'm currently working my way through a low point right now, so. What's up, Peach? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, I gotta actually read through what Dave posted, so I'm gonna do that. Big mood. Okay, not just me. Not that I want to share the misery, but is comforting on a certain level to know I'm not alone. The singular of dice. We seldom hear the word because there is a prohibitory proverb, never say die. Long intervals, however, someone says the die is cast, which is not true, for it is cut. The word is found in an immortal couplet by the eminent poet and domestic economist Senator Depew. A cube of cheese no larger than a die may bait the trap to catch a nibbling my. Where in the hell did you get that, Dave? Oh shit, here we go again. Saw the word deadly and got excited. Okay, so there's not really a story to why we're doing Curator Connect tonight, but I feel the need to inform y'all that I struggled mightily figuring out what we're gonna do tonight, because I was not in the mood for anything. I came at the right time, not piss you off later. Hi Eva, it's good to see you. Thank you for that. I debated everything. I went through my other Star Wars games, thinking maybe I should do one of those. I went through a bunch of old reviews of mine, thinking maybe I could piece together a, like, hidden gems night. I was looking through my roguelikes, thinking about doing like an unplayed roguelikes night, or a return to ones that I haven't played in a long time. I was looking at everything, all kinds of stuff. I almost, just to give you some idea of where my mental state is at, I almost did another Master System Odyssey tonight. Just because I was like, it'd be the last thing that anybody expects, and it's very straightforward. But I ultimately landed on Curator Connectageddon because I need something tonight that is mission driven. I need a stream tonight that has an objective. That's why I was debating Master System Odyssey, because the mission there is very clear. We get through the entire list. Curator Connectageddon is the same thing. We get through the list of Curator Connect games that I've collected over the years. I wasn't sure I was in the correct mindset tonight to work through games such as these, but I'm willing to give it a try, frankly. What's up, Arcane? Good to see you. Certainly wasn't expecting this tonight. Hey, Ash, good news. PC finally gets a shot at Silent Hill 2 Remake on Steam and GOG. GOG actually popped up a notification for me about that yesterday. I was kind of surprised to see that. It's from a book called The Devil's Dictionary, written over 100 years ago by a guy named... Oh, Ambrose Bierce. Okay. I know Ambrose Bierce. Interesting. Start playing Skin Deep. It has a lot of style. The way to the flashbacks is very cool. Instead, you elected the Way of Pain. Well, considering my two front-runner options were Curator Connectageddon or Master System Odyssey again, yeah, my course for tonight was pain no matter what. Damn, Manic, nice 320 stream streak. That is a hell of a thing. What's up, Zem? Deadly Footprints? Deadly Footprints. We will definitely get to that tonight. Joking, I would also not have been surprised to play more Jedi. I wouldn't do that. That's one thing I wouldn't do. Friday needs to be something. Friday needs to be something stemming from variety. The closest I would do to that would be to pick a different Star Wars game to do a one-off thing of. So, but even, like, now, I even kind of hesitate to do, like, a single game for a Friday. Like, I also debated doing, like, a Hog Night tonight, just because. But that one, I personally vetoed that one because I wasn't sure I'd be able to stay awake for the entire thing. Can't read that font. The Wolf of what? The Wolf of Dersinia. I don't know who or what or where Dersinia is, but Dr. Disrespect. I have a schedule like this has been good for me, so keep it up. All right. 235 stream streak. Very nice indeed. Wonder why Bloober chose Silent Hill 2 instead of 1, because 2's the famous one. 2 is the one that makes all the fanboys cream themselves. 1 may have started the franchise, but 2 is kind of the one that made it a household name in so much as it is. Find out if the Kinect makes this better or worse. Should set up a damage shuffler. You know, I tried that once. I so enjoyed watching Smite's damage shufflers. I downloaded it and tried to set it up myself with a handful of Mega Man games, and I could not get it to work. I do not have the mojo to make that happen. So if I had, then at some point in the not so distant past, we would have done Mega Man damage shufflers. But I am technically illiterate on that point. Dark Souls 1 with gun game. I also debated doing a ROM hack night very briefly because I didn't know what games I would ROM hack, and I didn't really have the wherewithal to go hunting and pecking for ROM hacks and installing them and getting them, making sure they work and all that stuff. Also, 2 Remake being good, it helps wash away the taste of 2 Enhanced. Yeah, that's a good point too. The most recent release of Silent Hill 2 was not particularly well received because it was shit. So, well, they did themselves and Konami a solid with their remake. I was not expecting anything, and apparently they did a really good job with it. So, Bloober is a wildly inconsistent team. Like, I think, what was their first game? The Painter one. Oh God, I can't remember now. What the hell was that game? Layers of Fear. Oh my God, it just came to me. I don't know why it just came to me, but it did. Layers of Fear. I did not think Layers of Fear was good. I thought that was crap. But their next game, Observer? I think it was Observer. The one with Rutger Hauer. I thought that one was good. I actually really like that one. And then I didn't really look into their other games past that. I heard mixed things. I heard their Blair Witch game wasn't very good. But then apparently they knocked it out of the park with Silent Hill 2. So I mean, I did not like the game they made with my beloved Rutger Hauer. I type as you say that. I mean, Bloober Team's games are nothing if not contentious. They are kind of all over the place. So I'm starting to think that everyone can find something in their catalog that they will like, and a bunch of stuff that they won't. And at this point, it's probably the Silent Hill 2 remake that most people will appreciate. But yeah, I mean, good on them. You know, they obviously they're a studio with a lot of heart. I think they are trying. They have a vision for each of their games, and they work to accomplish it. Like, I'm pretty sure Layers of Fear was exactly what they wanted it to be. I didn't like it, but a lot of people did, and it helped get them name recognition. And like I said, I like Observer. Obviously not everyone did, but I thought it was a good fit for their house style. Blair Witch game was bog standard. What's up, Mizroy? Good to see you. But the Blair Witch game is when I realized their main theme seems to be mental illness is responsible for everything. Yeah. That was a big part of me not liking Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear is a very standard bad dad game. Where they want you to sympathize with him and seek redemption for him, but honestly, the scenario setup, he is emphatically not deserving of it. So I took issue with that game. That was another thing I wanted to do tonight. Honestly, if I could have done anything tonight, I wanted to do some kind of big walking simmy game. But I wasn't in. I've got a couple on my wish list right now, 2 or 3 that have come out recently, but I couldn't bring myself to put down the money for any of them. But it felt like a good night to get lost in the sauce with a game like that. But instead, we're gonna get lost in a variety of sauces, chat. Then I grabbed the new Ghost Bear DLC for MechWarrior. I saw a new game pop up on trending called Dino Path Trail and decided on that instead, as well as 9 Souls. Yeah, I want to get 9 Souls at some point. That game looks super good. I watched Dama play a little bit of it, and that just cemented my will to get that game. It looks rad. Layers of Fear had some interesting set pieces, a bad overall game experience. I agree, yeah. I feel like it was a poorly done haunted house. Whereas I thought Observer felt a lot less like a haunted house and more like an actual like an actual place. Good call. Also, because most of my experience with Bloober Team is their early games, Layers of Fear and Observer. Layers of Fear is a very the scares in it I feel like are very loud and obnoxious. Like they're one step below screamers in a lot of cases, and I felt like Observer and its aesthetic fit that a lot better because there's a lot of like glitchy cyberspacey stuff going on in Observer, and I thought that suited their loud in your face horror style much better than Layers of Fear did. Layers of Fear felt like it really wanted to be like brooding and introspective, but the horror is just not that at all. You want to get good spook, play the game Huntsman? Isn't that the one with the Hat Man? Didn't we play that? Hang on. That thing, right? Huntsman the Orphanage? I played that back in 2022. On stream, in fact. You can go look that up, chat. Because that game sucks ass. That game is trash. Not so the love it or hate it game. I've heard a bit of both. I'd like to see the Silent Hill 2 remake. Your initial response has been they made James' face believably depressed. And if he's scared shit, let's play Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion is great. I should stream that game sometime. That would be a really good Halloween pick. I have played all the way through Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion is great. Alright, fine. I would like to see the Silent Hill 2 remake. My initial response has been they made James's face believably depressed. The nude mod I saw of the game seemed unrealistically buff for a dude racked by feeling fucked up. I'm gonna admit though, despite being pegged as one of the weaker entries, I never had quite the gaming experience, like almost falling out of more chair at the giant face room in Silent Hill The Room. Silent Hill The Room had a lot of really good individual moments. It's just the game overall is not good. Silent Hill is a series where I only really like the first game. I love the first game. I love the original Silent Hill. It is close to a perfect horror game for me. I am one of the few people on this earth that did not like Silent Hill 2. I've tried to play it several times and I always just kind of like get bored and wander off. I played Silent Hill 3 once and it was really good and really scary, and I burned out on it because it was too stressful to get through. I think I made it to like the hospital in that one, and the hospital was just like harrowing. And then I've watched a lot more of Silent Hill 4 than I have played it. The little bit I played kind of solidified the idea that I don't really want to play it. Yeah, Silent Hill 3 is too good at his job for me. And yeah, that's a big thing. The back half of Silent Hill The Room is a giant escort quest through the areas you've already been to. So, yeah, I think, like, The Room has some great concepts, like The Room. Like, that was honestly ahead of its time. That was essentially a first-person indie horror escape the room kind of experience before they were really big, and it was brilliant at that. It was really, really clever, and like the story in it isn't bad. It's just the actual gameplay is just really poorly thought out in that. And then the less said about the Silent Hills that came after that, the better, in my opinion. Did you ever try to play Silent Hill 2 before you knew about its plot threads? Yes. Yes. I played Silent Hill 2. I mean, I played Silent Hill 2 on the PS2, like, at the time. And yeah, I just... I kind of feel like on some level, I've always been tired of the whole, like, the horror is in your head thing. Like, I've been interested in it, and I've been interested in games that use it, and I've even in my rare attempts to, like, cobble a game together myself, I've tried to make a game in that vein. But I think the truth is I've never really liked that trope. I've always been less interested in that than I am in, like, actual people facing actual monsters. I'm not that big on psychological horror. It feels, and I know it isn't, and I know this is not being fair, but it's always felt like a cop-out to me. Like, instead of coming up with an actual interesting cosmology, mythology for the monsters and a mystery to unravel there, it's just you are a bad person and all the scary things are because you are a bad person. That's a me problem, chat. Silent Hill 3 is a bit much for you. I ended up playing almost the whole game like I do the end of Silent Hill 1. Turn off the flashlight, run like hell. Oh, it's an itch.io game. Okay, what is this? Oh my god, I will never play this game. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely. I mean, props to them for putting a giant spider in their game and making it move like an actual spider. Because that is going to trigger some serious primal terror in a lot of people, but I ain't playing that shit. Don't get the appeal of horror in general. For me... why do I like horror? I think horror is... I think that the core appeal of horror to me is that it explores ideas that I wouldn't explore on my own. Like, as a mortal person, I experience joy, I experience sorrow, I experience fear, but I don't experience the mortal peril of a ghost trying to suck out my soul, or a vampire trying to suck out my blood, or a succubus you know what, never mind. Yeah, horror games just, they're a very different vibe and a very different concept from most of the stuff that I play. And I get really, really interested in, like, the mythology of them. Like, that's the interesting part to me. Like, I enjoyed reading Lovecraft because of the mythology, because of the idea of there being this secret world just beneath the surface of our own, of such wonders and terrors that they would like render you just dumb with fear, you know? I've gotten to the point where I don't really like being scared so much. Like, it's become stressful enough that I don't like big scares, and I really don't like the sensation of being chased in games or something about to jump out at me. But I do like creepy vibes. I do like the aesthetic of like a creeping dread. Room haunting and Silent Hill 4 could have been the whole game. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, that it was basically ahead of its time. That it was doing a lot of what more modern first-person indie horror games try to do, but long before. You like Mouthwash? I haven't played Mouthwash, and I haven't watched anything about it, because I may end up playing that myself. Did you ever play Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth? Did I? I think I haven't. No, I didn't actually. I have the other Call of Cthulhu. The more modern one that I didn't think was very good either. I've watched a full playthrough of Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. It could be interesting. I'll play horror-themed board games. That's different. Not actually trying to scare you. There was a video game essentially actually frightening. Yeah, and you know, Deep Thought, we may be more on the same page than you think, because I'm not so interested in games actually trying to frighten me anymore. Like, I've reached a point where I'm not gonna play something like Visage or the Mortuary Assistant or shit like that on this channel. One of my low-key anxieties in doing Curator Connectageddon is if I get a first-person indie horror game, it's gonna scare me more than I want it to, because they make me very uncomfortable. I'm not so interested in games like that now, but stuff like 2D horror games, creepy cute stuff, point and clicks, those are still hugely appealing to me. Like the Yomawari games, the Last Door series, Darkwood. I would love to stream Darkwood in its entirety at some point. Games with a really strong atmosphere that don't like get in your face, I'm all about. Best part of that game, also best part of Fatal Frame. You know, I still want to play the other two Fatal Frame games I haven't played. I really enjoyed playing Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3 a couple of years ago. That is probably on the very edge of what I'll tolerate at this point. I don't think I can do anything more intense than Fatal Frame 1 anymore. But it was so good. Those games were so much fun. So yeah, someday we're gonna do Fatal Frame 3 and 4. But yeah. More RPG Maker horror games. I like those. I like those. I think you get some really interesting concepts in those. Darkwood stream be hype as fuck. Good to know. Good to know. In fact, I'm going to put that... I'm making a little list for Spooktober this year. I'm going to go ahead and put Darkwood on there. So I'm hearing no Outlast. Yeah, I mean, I've done my time with Outlast. I beat the original game, and I've heard Outlast 2 is trash. So, yeah, Outlast is a little too bombastic for me, I think. I mean, I can't do Amnesia games anymore. I tried to do Amnesia the Bunker, what, 2 years ago? I could not do it. I'm glad I played through the other Amnesia games before I reached this point. Yeah, the Amnesia the Bunker is way too much for me. That's what really made me realize that I've reached this point, because up until then, I was like, I'll give anything a try. Like, it might be uncomfortable, it might be difficult, but since I'm streaming it, I can get through it. And yeah, Amnesia the Bunker was like, nah, motherfucker. Sit yourself down. You can't handle this anymore. Amnesia the Bunker has a monster that stalks you through the entire game. It's basically Amnesia's answer to Alien Isolation, which is another game that I've talked about playing for ages that I can say with perfect confidence now, I'm never gonna play. I would not be able to handle that. I would just die. I'm in Discord, DM something to you relevant to the topic and almost spoil a game for everyone. You know what? I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I won't name the game for chat's sake, but I will say, since Cute T-Goat made a very good point in their DM, I am cool with games that are all in your head, horror games that are all in your head, if the symbolism and the mechanics of the game really work in concert. I'm very critical of games that are basically a representation of a mental state. Like, you gotta nail that shit to a T. It has got to be perfect. It has got to be spot on. I know there are some fans of Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass in chat, which is gonna sound really weird out of context if you don't know that game, but it's basically an Earthbound-inspired indie RPG that takes place in the mind of the main character. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I didn't feel like it really connected very well with its theme. So maybe it does if you get further into it, but yeah, it didn't work for me. Also, good evening, Chaos. Good to see you. And Americancy, good to see you too. There's a mod for Alien Isolation that removes the xenomorph. Also, F-Zero Racer, Trade On, good to see all y'all. Audition isn't necessarily looking for horror games. We just ended up on the topic. We will see Deadly Footprints. Don't worry. We will get to it shortly, and you're guaranteed to see the first 3 games tonight. But yeah, play the game, Audish. So yeah. All right. Well, if chat is agitating for video games, we can play some video games. I will remind you of the schedule. It's a very simple reminder. It's very straightforward. Tonight we have landed on Curator Connectageddon because I needed something objective-based to stream tonight. I'll tell you up front, I'm not in the best mood. It's been a bit of a rough day for me. But hopefully winding through a bunch of random indie games will help. Tomorrow night we're back to the Power Hours, April 1995, and the Epic Center feature for that issue. I know they're focusing hard on Ogre Battle and Secret of Evermore, 2 games that we've already played to different degrees. But there might be other stuff socked away in there that we can take a look at. And then Sunday there's no stream, because of course there's no stream. I don't stream on Sundays, ever. And then Monday we are back to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And we are continuing that unto its completion. Drown them stars, yep. That's the plan. That's the plan. And then I'll go ahead and mention next week will be a normal week. The week after, there will be no streams on that Friday or Saturday. You can go ahead and mark your calendars if you want. Yeah, the 23rd and the 24th. I will not be streaming because I'm going to be on vacation. So, brief vacation. We're taking a little one before the big one next month. We're going to Japan in June. So. It is a screwdriver tonight, actually. I haven't had. Funny you should mention that because I haven't brought a screwdriver to stream in months probably. But I was just feeling it tonight. So. Oh, manic. Yeah, Japan trip is going to be in June. It's going to be like June 16th to 29th, I think. So the back half of June. So don't worry, I'm keeping that in mind in terms of scheduling and stuff. So it's for Phillips reply. Good evening, Halvine. I re-upped my vodka supply today. I was like, crap, should have gotten cranberry. I was also already rung up. So, yeah, I ran out of cranberry. I went through mine really fast, actually. So I need to restock. Imagining artists desperately trying to decide between putting a flathead or Phillips head on the desk beside his setup. I wish I did have a screwdriver here to just, you know, meme with. There's one in the kitchen from earlier when I was tightening up some of the pots. But, yeah. Anyway, chat, you didn't really come here to listen to me ramble, did you? I mean, you might have. I don't know. In which case, condolences. But we are gathered here tonight to play through some indie games that you've never heard of. As you all are well aware, I have something of a creator presence on Steam. My reviews and my Steam Curator are known to some. Which means I get handed indie games through Steam's Curator Connect system, and I accept everything except Goblin Gangbang. Almost everything that gets handed to me through Curator Connect. And it goes on this list, and we play them. Ostensibly once a month, but that doesn't always hold up. We always start with the most recent games and work our way backwards, and we've done pretty well recently. We only have 3 games here from this year. The Fifth Door, Ethereal Fracture, and Deadly Footprints. After that, we jump all the way back to July of 2023, and we continue working through our vast backlog of Curator Connect games. Oh, Helvey, not you too. Yeah, for those of you who missed the story, I was offered Goblin Gangbang through Curator Connect. That night, on my stream, I told everybody that I was offered it, and we joked around about it. And then the next day, I discovered that the developer had rescinded their offer of Goblin Gangbang. So I've made an enemy, chat. I've made an enemy of the Goblin Gangbang dev. So Fifth of Vodka Door. I am no longer biggest mistake of your life. No longer invited. Yeah. I don't deal in regrets, chat. We can't look backward, only forward. We must look ahead. So anyway, let's get to it. I don't think I really need to preface anything tonight. There is one thing. Brain Show. I was glancing at this earlier. The store page says it has a single player mode, but I think this is meant to be a multiplayer party game. So if and when we get to this, we may just kind of vibe check it and skim past. Everything else should be pretty straightforward. I always install 18 games for these. Not like we're gonna get to this bottom row down here, but yeah. Are you meant to be a multiplayer party game? No, definitely not. I am not the party. We all know what to get audited for stream person. All right, here we go, chat. Scant 40 minutes into the stream. Let's get rolling with the 5th door. You can probably guess what kind of game this is. And if you can't, it's probably going to be really obvious right up front. Also, forgive me if there's issues with the audio levels and whatnot. That tends to be a problem when we do lots of indie stuff. Oh boy, chromatic aberration. I love it. Let me kick myself down here, because there's at least a thing up in the corner. Here's about what the fuck plan for. We should get to that tonight. I'm pretty confident we'll get there, so. Alright. We begin the game. I don't think this is a horror game. I think this is just a straight spot the difference game. Is that guy asleep or dead? What? Clues lead to the correct door. The first room is safe. Remember the room. Correct doors complete the puzzle. Oh, hey. We're going that way, huh? Joker card. Oh, there's a creepy doll over here. Okay, cool. And a creepy doll over here. Okay, I'm sure we're gonna have to remember all this shit. There's a dead guy at the piano who's actually watching me, so I guess he's not dead. There's a creepy doll boy over here. Yep, hodgepodge of assets. Ticking clock. She has one blue eye and one orange eye. There is a very tiny desk here. Maybe for that guy. Maybe that guy's at the wrong desk. That's the deal. All right, we're going through the door. All right, and here we are. We solved that puzzle. Okay, so apparently we're doing spot the difference to figure out what door we should go through. It's really having this as a pair of legs in the corner. That would have been pretty cool. That would have been neat. Guilty pleasure, you like these sort of games? Oh, I forgot to mention something. This game is actually unreleased. This game comes out in 5 days. So we're not, I don't think we're going to do a full playthrough of it. That would be kind of unfair to the devs, I think. So... Oh, the keyboard's closed. I remember it was on his head last time, so this must be the correct door. Look at that, I'm a genius, chat. Unbelievable. All right. See, now his dome is being crushed by that. As it should be. Creepy doll boy is still creepy doll boy. All right, well, I guess this is the diamond door then. Yep. Can you interact with the puzzle pieces? No, you just look at them. I guess if you make it through 16 doors correctly, it makes an orange door appear, and that's the you win door. That is upside down, I believe. I think Hat Man is a real human being or manifestation of the phenomena. I don't want to be mean, but I think in general these games don't really have any lore to them. I really don't think there's any. I don't think there's any story or explanation for this. Try to make your own fun. Well, I didn't think this was a horror game. Okay. This time it's the heart door, because... No, it's not. That was always there. Oh, okay, it's that one. Alright. You saw it? You didn't see it, because that one was an audio cue. The piano guy does always have glasses, yes. This is normal piano guy. He always looks like this. I believe this time it's the spade door because this clock is ticking backwards. And before I looked at it, it was in like super speed mode. Yeah, I think all the rest of this is normal. That's unexpected. So 3 something. This is 433. Well, I don't like that. I thought this wasn't a horror game, man. 3 something 5. I can't open that, thanks. I think it's gonna be the diamond. Ew. 335 is the one we need. 335 was the... Psst. Hey girl, what's happening? Oh, come on. Yeah, the game is doing that. The game is doing it. I think it was the heart door. It was. Okay, cool. Sir, are you okay? I do not think he is okay. Got shaderitis. That's just a sudden static syndrome. Oh. Oh. Oh, weird. I guess it's supposed to, like... Fuck, what did he actually look like? Not gray. I don't think that's right. I think that's his normal outfit. I think the burgundy coat's his normal outfit. I think. It is. Whoa. Hey, wait. This is done. Or it's not. Oh no, I guess I did it wrong. Oh, you're right. He was the black version. Oh, well. Such is life. Yeah, it's an I Spy game. A spoopy I Spy game. I wonder how many variations there are. So for us, the second room had the piano closed. Oh, I think that's new. I haven't really been paying any attention to the carpet. I think maybe that's new. Yeah, that was new. Okay. Oh, and then the clock fell down over here. Okay. So yeah. I think we've got an idea on this. I think we understand how this works, so we can move on. Like I said, this game is actually not released yet. It's coming out in 5 days. So it's probably for the best that we didn't make an entire run through it. Yes, definitely Exit 8 vibes. It is a spot the difference game where you have 4 options. And the clues are not always as simple as one side of the room being different. Like sometimes it's a little bit more involved, like the spoopy hallway room and the staticky man room or something. 5 days. I heard 5 years. No, this comes out in 5 days. It comes out on the 14th or 15th or something. But this is called The Fifth Door. As an unobservant person, I'd be so cooked. Maybe playing games like this would help with that. I don't know. And look, it has actual options too. Isn't that cool? I think that's really neat. So yeah, this is The Fifth Door. As far as these games go, I think it's pretty solid. I think it's pretty okay. We've apparently seen 7 of 36 rooms, which is... Yeah, that tracks, right? So there's 36 different rooms that you can encounter on the way. And you've got to get through 16 in a row. So, yeah. The clock was an antique. All right, that was The Fifth Door. All right, our next game of the evening is called Ethereal Fracture. This one appears to be a one-man passion project. Thank you for playing the early access. This is not final version of the game. It could change in the future, especially the story and the combat as I get feedback. The game is a personal project developed by a single developer. Cool. All right. Let's play. Again, here it's coming back. Well, of course, that's how it works. He's locked in loop 2, but he has free will. No. We both know it's more complicated. It seems it is already arriving. Hey, do you remember us? Pick a weapon. It's your time to fight again. I hope we don't see each other again. Good luck, little one. Choose your weapon. Daggers have little damage as the most versatile weapon, low energy cost, designed to make combo attack. The sword is the most balanced option. You're looking to have more damage per attack, still be able to defend yourself. This is your weapon. Axes are pure aggression, capable of crushing the opponent with a single attack at the cost of great expenditure of energy. Do you intend a price point for Fifth Door? No, I don't actually. I'm gonna take a barbarian axe. Click on a tile. Click on a tile on the map to move. Find an altar dedicated to an ancient deity. In the face of the ancient god appears and tells you, I am pay to win, make your offerings, and receive my blessing. And I have more... I can. Alright, you get some for free. Alright, so that was that. I wonder if I can hide up in the corner here without blocking too much. Okay. Go this way. Nothing. You look around, you find yourself in front of what looks like a private training camp. It looks like you can join in by paying an entry fee. Okay, we currently have $0. So we will leave. This is dungeon crawlers? Sure seems like it. Combat turns are dedicated by the action bar. You advance until the wait is over, then you can choose the ability that will be charged during the cast section. If you take damage during this last stretch, your ability will be interrupted. Likewise, if you time it right, you can interrupt your enemy's attack. I will pretend that's understood. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I should defend? Yeah, I took no damage. Sweet. Alright, this time we'll attack. And we'll attack the were-rat. Ooh, nice. There we go. Alright, we'll attack the fairy. Not quite enough. I like the background art, also JRPG music. Kapow! Alright, we did it. Everyone winds up looking at the mini-map. This is no need to animate anything else. Do you see a bug? Strange circling around with that exact direction. He seems lost. Get closer. When he notices your presence, he jumps against you. And feeling kind of impact, when you look around, you see the environment has changed. I'm glad this little echo found you. This is all wrong. You should look for me. Unfortunately, I can't say much more here. Machina could be watching. I'll try to leave you some kind of signs. That was weird. Choose portal. New? You are doing good. Choose a gift adventurer. Just like the style, how they styled the text popping up. It does feel like kind of a love it or hate it kind of thing. Devour. Certain fate. Constant regeneration. Dodge chant. Oh, I don't even have 5 energy. I have 3. I'll take constant regeneration. Oh, I ended up somewhere new. Okay. What's this that looks up my alley? It's called Ethereal Fracture, I think. It'll attack the Devil Plant. Boom. Pow. It seems loud but neat. Again, it's just my audio levels. It is really hard to get audio levels right when you're doing like 10 different indie games in a single night. Here. There you go. How's that? Looks like there's another battle that way, so we'll go this way. Find an ultra dedicated to an ancient deity in the face. Yep, pay to win, make your offerings. Can't upgrade energy, that's too expensive. Maybe punchiness? Doink. Oh, you can just jump to whatever square you want. That's nice. Also, it looks like you can control the speed of battle. Jump here. Oh, is that a boss? That's a boss. This guy's probably gonna beat my ass. Oh boy. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but he also has a shitload of hit points. Oh god, that, okay. I don't think we can run. I think we're in it to win it. Unless I get some kind of crazy crit here. Nope. Alright. I gain 150 EXP, so I guess there's some kind of meta progression in this as well. Again here, it's coming back. Well, of course, that's how it works. He's locked in loop 2, but he has free will. Oh, we've seen that before. Alright, let's try Soldier Sword this time. Alright, why is Behemoth still here? We don't need that. Okay. That's apparently a glitch. The bonfire lit, there seems to be no danger around. I'll come back later. You found an ancient water well with a strange symbol. Storing ancient legends, it provides health in exchange for throwing coins inside. 50 gold heals 3 life points. Okay. I've found something. Being accelerated stats after killing an enemy. Okay. Sure, why not? Now I have gloves. Smack. Okay. Oh, okay. So the barbarian axe I was using used all 3 of my energy points. If you don't use up all of your energy points, then when you hit the end of the cast bar, you jump back to the beginning of it. You don't go back to wait until you use all of your points. So the Soldier Sword is a lot more balanced. You basically get an attack and defense each round. At least with your base energy. That's clever, isn't it? I like that. All right, did that. It's a bee. All right. I like you just click where on the map you want to go. That's pretty neat. Simplifies things. Also, if I use keyboard short, well, no, I'm gonna keep using this so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. He attacked while I was getting ready, so it knocked me back into the wait section. Do you like jazz? Yeah, I like jazz. Why for, do you ask? Let's go back and heal real quick. Find a bush full of unknown berries. Eat them! Feel much better after eating the berries. Cool. Altar dedicated to the ancient deity of hate to win. Let me have haste and attack. B-movie reference over. I've never seen B-movie. A little bit Grandia too, being able to cancel delay if you hit during the cast. Okay, cool. He's really slow, it turns out. Really slow. Find a small extra stain with dried blood, leaning on a small dagger. Make offering lose 10 life. But I bet this is really cool, whatever it is. Dagger vibrates, absorbing the blood, and you feel a strange power runs through your body. Okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. It's an okay movie. Some of the jokes could have been better. Mandrake. Okay. So there's new and old. I wonder what old... Okay, we've been through new. I wonder what old is. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Let's try adding quick attack here. Give ourselves something new to do. That might help if we get an enemy... Oh, yeah. Now we can do 2 attacks per turn. Or 3 if we want to do 3 quick attacks. Which wouldn't really be very efficient, but whatever. And then we can quick attack to finish her off. Or miss. We can also just miss like a giant idiot. Can I get rid of her? I don't understand. Maybe she has damage reduction? Maybe that's how defense works. Maybe it's just flat. Hang on. He has 2 defense. Let's see if it's just flat damage reduction. It is. Okay. So you definitely want bigger single hits in this. I don't think missing is the winning strat. At a small ruined house, seems at the time it was a blacksmith shop. There are still the tools around and everything. Rummage. I want to perform maintenance. A few hours of work, you manage to get your equipment ready. Now is in better condition. Good. You find the corpse of travelers. Wounds are fresh. Search. You have found an item, an evasion potion. I take the item. I will rest. Suddenly, you see a fawn behind you holding an object. You realize it. He starts talking. Hello, little creature. I have something for you. Hee 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 hee. The fawn shows you the object more closely. Do you accept? It doesn't cost gold, but it'll weigh on your soul. Hee 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 hee. My current weapon is 5 attack, 2 defense, 1 speed, 1 health. This rapier... The rapier seems worse in every way. Unless I'm not understanding what these stats mean. I will decline. Oh, it's a pity little creature. He says a sad voice just before disappearing. Yeah, okay, whatever. Chop. Tristan knows all about weapons that weigh on his soul. Alrighty. Chop, 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 chop. Okay. Okay, there's the boss. Here's the thing. I guess this is the main way you increase your stats, huh? Because I've noticed you don't gain experience during runs. You only gain experience for, I guess, meta progression outside the run. We'll come back later, actually. There might be a store or something. But speak of the devil. Heavenly Axe increases critical chance by 25. Seems good. Plus 2 speed if you're below 25% health. Both of these seem good. Oh, I can only choose one. I'll take the Berserk Boots. They will increase my stat. They will add to what I've currently established. Scorch. Yeah, so the fairy's defense is 3. So her flat damage reduction is making my quick attacks fairly ineffectual. I gotta say, I like this chat. This is a pretty solid game. It does what it is supposed to do. The strategy doesn't exactly seem complicated, but as you advance, you realize the branches of the trees begin to move of their own volition. It looks like they're going to attack you. Get ready. I will attack them.
I like it.
You take up your weapon and manage to break off a good amount of branches. It doesn't seem like they're going to try again. Okay. Well, fuck you, branches. All right. I want more health. And more health. And more attack. Okay. Oh, I actually could have afforded the energy upgrade, but oh well. Didn't even occur to me. Alright, we're fighting another behemoth, as it turns out. Smacko. I should have defended there. Oh god, yes I should have. Jesus Christ. I gotta defend again. Oh, man. Okay. Ow, I still take damage even if I defend, though. Potion? Potion. That will help with evasion, at least. Getting there. That was a dodge. He has 3 to... Okay, I can't quick attack him to death. I think I cycle faster than he does. Yes! Yes! We did it! We did it. We beaten the behemoth. I still don't know what it means, new and old portal. New? Maybe? Every time you defeat an enemy, increase your attack by +1 for the rest of the fight. The biggest fight we've seen, though, has been 2. So this would only be in the occasional... This would only be the occasional +1. Fiery blow sounds cool. Like that. And then notice you have entered a muddy area. Something is approaching, crawling through the depths with speed. Prepare for combat? Oh boy, okay. A land turtle. Oh my god! Oh, yes. Wow, he has 6 defense. Jesus Christ. That's gonna be a problem. Oh, he's being... Okay, he's protecting the giant toad. Well, that sucks. Okay, that did more damage at least. Quick attack won't do anything to that guy. Alright, cool. Got him. And then can I... Okay, cool. I reset that guy with a quick attack. Ooh, okay. Should I just pay off the switch here to half so I can fund money this pay period? I could not tell you. Oh, this is a store. Interested in purchasing, young adventurer? Helmet of Knowledge. Second applies 25% defense is pure damage. I don't know how much defense. Gain extra armor. Heals you. Curses. Take a hero helmet. Interested in purchasing young adventurer. Uh-oh. Probably use an old cabin. It doesn't seem to belong here. As you approach, the young witch comes out. I'm doing experiments. You'd be very useful to me. Oh, heals half your health, but you lose 1 max energy. No. I think that killer fish is gonna me up. Slap. Uh-oh. Defend. Are you interested in pursuing a young adventurer? No, thank you. Hitting you stops you on the action bar for a moment. Okay. Cool. All right, chat. I'm gonna leave this one here. This game is cool. This game is pretty well thought out, pretty clever, pretty. I like this one. I am a proponent of this one. This one is, let me check the store page on this. Ethereal Fracture this is an early access game. It's $8. Came out back in February. 2 decent games in a row. What are the odds? Seriously. Especially when one of them was like an Exit 8 like. And yet, it was a good time. All right. The moment you've all been waiting for, chat. Deadly Footprints is here. Let's see just how deadly these footprints are. That is really rumbly. Deadly footprints? There does not appear to be...
I like it!
There we go, that should be fine. Does not appear to be mouse control in this. RPG ass maker. Alright, new game. Main game. Chapter 1, Enter the Maze. Alright. Wazda or Zikwazd. I'm sorry. Oh, that's for non-American keyboards. Shifted. Okay. The only way out is go back the way you came in. This may be a Chips challenge like, chat. Run away from the man with the knife. He follows your footprints. Oh, I see. I see. That's why it's Deadly Footprints. Because there's a guy who's gonna murder you. And he finds you by following your footprints. Use snowshoes, one or you. Okay. Oh god! Oh, he just straight decapitates you. Okay, so when he hits the end of that path, can he see me, actually? Seems like no. RPG Maker would be good if all you want to do is make Sokoban games. I found a bird bath, and I got an achievement for it. I have concerns about how we're gonna get the hell out of here. We're gonna hide, I guess. Well, what happens when he gets over here, man? Is he just gonna come in here and stab me? I mean, it's pretty obvious where I ended up, right? Wow. Okay, man. But he's just gonna go back towards the entrance. That's not helpful. Oh, there's snowshoes over there. is much easier when the killer is thick as shit. Okay, so we're gonna hide down here. He's gonna go somewhere. Yeah, he's a big dumbass. Okay, I'm really curious at this point what they can actually do with this concept. Because I feel like I've sort of already seen all the potential here. Like, you can either go around in a big loop to lose him, or you gotta find snowshoes or something. And that's it. Like, if there's no loop here, then I'm just dead. Okay, there is a hiding place. Okay, there's a loop, so what the fuck? Okay, so first stage you need snowshoes, second stage it's a loop, third stage. I found a tree trunk. I'm getting achievements for finding all these things. Okay, snowshoe. Oh god, oh Jesus. Okay. Can I just hide down here? Is that gonna work? Okay. Yeah, he does seem to know which path is the most recent. Wait, this is also a loop. Oh, no, he can see you. He can see you. He saw me there and he was gonna come after me, but then as soon as I ducked away, he went right back to following the footprints. Yeah, he saw me and he didn't follow me. It was so funny. I found a big ass well. And this is all just a giant dead end, so I guess I'm gonna die. I guess I am screwed. Oh god. Unless he takes the well path first. Which he will, okay. So that does work, chat. And yes, I know where the exit is, but I saw a thing that I wanted to take a look at. Guy's dumber than Metal Gear Solid Patrol. Is it this way? Oh yeah, okay. Can I get out of this one just by doing that? Yes, the answer is yes. So actually, you can beat these levels on, like, the very first branch. Okay. All right, chat. I think we've seen enough here. Yeah. Wouldn't pat myself on the back for cracking that code. Yeah, if you're gonna make a puzzle game, there's kind of there's a certain level of complexity you kind of need to strive for. This seems geared for children, but obviously the theme is darker and more ominous than for kids, so yeah. Yeah, sorry. Not quite there. Would have killed in the shareware days. Would have beaten out all those Mahjong games and shit. All right, next up, chat. Another fan favorite. Time for some what the fuck platformer. Is a children's game in the RoboCop universe, deep lore. That'd be pretty cool. I'd be okay with that. Puzzle games live and die by the aha moment when the aha... What? The fuck? Okay. Puzzle games live and die by the aha moment, and when the aha moment is the killer's an idiot, it really falls flat. Oh, I don't think I can use a controller with this. Or maybe if I go to control? If you say so, man. Might be a bit loud. Sorry about that. Let's try that. What the fuck indeed? Open scenario. Flying islands.
Hola, my name is Rowan. Whoop. Ow. Blah, 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 blah. Whoop. Ow.
So how am I supposed to do this first one? Because I can't jump that. Okay, there. Oh, fuck's sake. Getting over a yellow boxy. Okay, I do need to make y'all aware of something real quick. The platforming mechanics are terrible. Like, if you jump, if you jump and then push a direction, this is how that's how fast you move. You have to be in motion to get any kind of forward momentum, and there's no air control. There is 0 air control. So once you get that momentum, it ain't stopping. It's made by a 5-year-old in Roblox. Excuse me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You programmed the game.
Oh.
I do like the sound effects, though. I will not lie, I really like the sound effects. Oh, God. Why? Why does that kill you? I landed on the platform. Why does that kill you? Okay. Oh, I'm getting shot with something. I saw that. Okay, my next question is why? We should have done the Sega-thon. It would have yielded better quality. I see it now. I see it now. Okay, chat. I think that's enough of that. I think that's enough of that. The star page describes as having various references and memes. No, you didn't find the references and memes! Alternatively, no. 20% good rate is still acceptable, right? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Honestly, I think the quality of the fifth door and Ethereal Fracture makes up for a lot tonight, okay? I think it's fine. All right, next up is a game called No Questions Asked. Seems like this one might be point and clicky, adventure-y sort of thingy. Made by the Troubadour Collective, so they have a nice sophisticated name. Oh. No Questions Asked is a neo-noir thriller set in a fictionalized modern world where crime is rampant and meticulously organized. While none of the depicted events are real, please be advised this game contains foul language, nice, as well as mentions of animal abuse and suicide. Not nice. But we'll see what we can muddle through here. That is okay. It does actually the sound levels seem to be correct for this. Yeah, I do appreciate the warning. That's very conscientious of them. America, 21st century. The government finds itself unable to deal with rapidly increasing rates of crime and unemployment while major corporations grow wealthier with each day. Unable to cope with this reality, many common people fall into the gaping jaws of addiction or look for different... I thought this was supposed to be an alternate future. The criminal underworld hasn't been more popular because of that. Businesses start popping up that aim to provide the much-needed service people in need. No Questions Asked, we choose delivery services as front. You've been working there with your friend Jim for a few years. His career is delivering parcels to your clients. This day shouldn't be any different from any other mere daily routine. All right, so we can move with, okay, move with mouse or WASD. You're finally here. Don't know what's up in the city, but we're drowning in orders. Get ready to work. The packages are waiting in the garage. Jim left already? No, don't think so. I saw him stumbling around. Conversation and crucial part of gameplay. Keep in mind as they are full of useful information. Okay. Fair parcels step into their pile. It's finally time to leave all this behind. What am I saying? Packages ain't gonna deliver themselves. You can interact with every object with a glowing outline. Okay. Hey there, Jim. No, dear, you scared me. Hey, what's up, my man? All's good. What about you? You seem nervous. Everything fine? No, there's nothing. Got lost in my own thoughts is all. Sure. Besides, you snuck up on me. Don't do that again. I haven't noticed you coming in. Okay, I'll try. It sure seems like Mindy wasn't exaggerating. It surely seems like a lot of orders. Hopefully we'll get them sorted out before evening. By the evening. Don't tell me you forgot now. The bar, the beer, connecting the dots. Oh yeah, right. No, I haven't forgotten. Probation after work. Yeah. Great. Grab the package. Let's go. Mine seems missing. I can't find it anywhere. Probably gonna take me some time to get it. Okay. See you come evening. Yeah. See you till evening. Jim, what you doing? City of something. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. Do a delivery, I guess. Leave a location, go back to where you came from, or use the door if it's present. Alternatively, you can press tab. There is a clock behind my head. It says 10:56. Courier, hello. Right on time as always, thanks. The truth be told, when I saw your buddy, I thought it was assigned this delivery. You saw Jim here? That's weird. Space isn't working back. Yeah, half an hour ago or so. Didn't as much slow down, though. I thought he was on his way here and he'd get back after losing his tail. Somebody was tailing him. Seemed like it, but you know how it is when you get maybe a bit too paranoid. Maybe. What's the word on the street? Heard they finished another dead body not far from X Bridge. Don't know how keen it was on getting there in the first place. Interesting. Anything? What's in the box? It wasn't your company supposed to be discreet? If you're asking, then at least I'm sure you truly haven't peeked inside of it. You got me. Forget I asked. No biggie. You're not gonna hold a grudge for something like that. Just remember that others might. You're working for some dangerous people after all, right? All right, cool. All right, so I can hit tab to get out of here. All right. All right, cool. Let's hit the bar. Probation is slowly brought to life with each visiting regular. However, despite passing minutes slowly adding up, Jim is not among them. Let's call him. The number you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Damn it, Jim, what's up with you? I'm telling you, dumb fuck, these are Mafia sanctioned hits. I'm gonna eavesdrop. Yeah, keep it up and you'll see a hit. Whatever, pal, that guy got sent on a one-way ride to early retirement. So what? The fuck you care? Guy got whacked like it's nothing. Could be any of us. Being hysterical, you know that? Bickering worse than my mother-in-law when I shot her dog. Shot Poppy? Started. Damn dog didn't let me sleep. Fucking hell, man. Get some help. Music's loud. Well, they only have one volume slider, so. I guess we wrap up for the day. All right, day 2. Oh, we got clues to arrange. Ooh. Oh no, this looks good. It does, yeah. Oh, it does. Paperwork, lots of paperwork. Ficus, the most popular plant in the city. Map of the city. Your eyes follow the white trails. You know most of these streets by heart. Very ready for delivery. Anything I need to know? Let's just say our crystal ball fortune teller found himself some competition. Call Jim when you get a chance. Anything happen? This shift started an hour ago. He still hasn't shown up. Yeah. Sometimes it's better not to ask unnecessary questions. Mike's car tools, not really my thing. What's this? Haven't seen No Stone Unturned. Gotta watch this movie. People say it's a classic. Classic title, anyway. Got me a box. Let's deliver. Yeah. Looking for me, buyer? Nah, delivery. Fantastic. I couldn't wait longer. Kittens likewise. Kittens? Unimportant. I think one might have run away. Oh no, no. Subject 12 merely left the perimeter to conduct environmental tests. Should be back within a few hours. They're always back. Can't live without my chemical magic. I exposed I was salivating all over the carpet. Delightful. Pupils, did you see them? Dilated, I think. Brilliant. This dose is even better than the last. Good, very good. This dose? It's gonna be all over the market. I'll make bank off this wonderful drug. Care to try some? Consider this your tip. Sure, just a little. I'm working. So I feel a bit lightheaded. Fuck, is this shit strong. Meow. Are you meow? Meow. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's hit Jim's place. Still high as fuck. I'm sure it'll be fine. Logs is expected. Maybe there's a key here somewhere. Here it is. Who would have thought? Sigs matches backup keys. Nothing special. Seems like everything had been left in a hurry. Fuck, Jim. What's going on? Monday, 12:50 p.m. Gonna make it. That's during his shift. Was that why he was so nervous? What you got yourself into, Jim? Not missing any clothes. There's something down here. It says, when you have a gun, were you afraid of something, Jim? Or perhaps someone? Sunday, drive Jane and the kids to her parents'. Monday evening, beer. Tuesday, get the kids from their grandparents' place. Detective McCall, 555-2310. Why would you need some cop's number? Call him? They're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Bills, bills, more bills. Here's purchase confirmation for express train ticket to... Damn, the rest is torn off. Skip to town. Why without telling anyone? That's what I just clicked on. Can't go any further here. Okay. So Jim's gone. Why though? It's at the bar. Sal. What's your poison? The usual, Sal. What's it? Jesus, you alright? No. You look like it. Listen, don't overthink whatever's going on. Maybe just go home, have a good night's rest. You'll get back to it once you're well rested.
I like it.
You sure? You're an adult. I'm not gonna ask too many questions. Conviction. Gin, red vermouth, Campari, equal parts. There you go. Conviction. Gin, red vermouth, Campari. That sounds pretty good, honestly. Screenshot that. I guess we're done for the day. Cat! Take a few wobbly steps, shielding your eyes from the overhead lamp's bright glare. Bright glare drops a sweat up here on your brow. I look for something, wipe them off. You reach in your jacket pockets, hoping you fish out a handkerchief or you vaguely remember having there. The last and only thing you find is a crumpled piece of paper. You don't recall putting it there, do you? A fleeting aroma fills the room. Smell it. It reeks intensely of cat food. You feel like throwing up, but ultimately manage to barely hold it together. Read it. It takes you a moment to make sense of the handwriting. There's a name you think, Al? Maybe Al Broodman? You discern an address as well. Lastly, your attention is grabbed by the words attorney at crime. Keep it. Surely must be a good sign that you found this little piece of paper in your pocket. It's best to keep it where it belongs then, at least for now. Who knows what else to teach you. A precious crystal ball, what awaits me today? That's what I thought. One of the board games you have has a couple drink recipes you need to try. We got attorney at crime, express train ticket, detective number. Revolver, left the apartment unpacked. Jim was supposed to meet someone during work hours. Okay. Drink actually looks good. I know. Cat must have snuck in the trunk when I was at catnip dealers. I used to stay here for the time being. At least want to eat any more of that junk. Pet it. Cat purrs happily. Come over for a second. What's up? You're on Grand Avenue today? Don't remember. Maybe. I haven't checked that closely yet. Anything happened? In case you are, pay attention to where you park and avoid shady-looking kids. What you mean? Peter was there in the morning. Got about scratches all over the car. Juvie started dishing bottles at cars for fun. Okay. Any news about Jim? Nah. Damn, maybe Toby knows something? They got along after all. Catch up with him at probation if you got time later. By the way, keep your eyes peeled. Plenty of cops in the streets. Just got intel. They might have found one of ours at the intersection of Riverside and Freedom Ave. Presumably, attorney at crime is opposite of attorney at law. I'm telling you, they're bound to win tonight. No other way with Bennett on the court. Peter? Hey, what's new? Heard you got an accident with some kids? Accident my ass. Little shits ain't got nothing better to do and are throwing bottles everywhere. I just got a new paint job. Can't have nice things. Gin, red, vermouth, and Campari. That's just a Negroni. Ha! Well, there you go. In the alternate future of the 21st century, they call that a conviction. Seems like you didn't have the best day. Night yourself? Get an aspirin or something. You look like death. Thanks. Box get. Delivery due. Password? NQA. Nothing of the sort. Alright, well, I guess we're done here. Alright, we got crime scene, we got bar, we got attorney at crime, we got Jim's place. Let's check out a crime scene. Don't come any closer. What happened here? Take a moment to look around. It should be obvious what our job's here. I don't think I understand. Okay. Some fellow got stabbed in the morning. Most likely mugging gone wrong. Poor Sod must have found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. An unfortunate incident. Damn. What are you even looking for here? Just passing by. You should go when we don't want to attract gawkers. Okay. Oh no, that closed off all my other options. I can only go to the bar now. I should have gone to the attorney at crime. Hey, Sal. Toby's not working the tables tonight? Want to have a word with him. Hasn't been here in 2 days. Never said why. Weird. The important men to ask him about Jim. Maybe Toby heard something. Haven't seen him in a while. You know what? Here's the address. If you feel like it, go over there and tell the boy to get his ass to work, or at least give a heads up if he's not going to make it. He lives at 603. Thanks, Sal. Any way I could help you? You can top me up. Same as always. I'm not picky tonight. Breaking and entering. Drambuie Scotch, some love. Enjoy. Thanks. Strong alcohol gives you a warm embrace. You wave away cigarette smoke with your hand. Jim. Nobody knows anything about him. With each passing day, he's getting further away. You shake away the thought you might never see him again. Toby. That hasn't shown up to work. He always got along with Jim. Theater kids, that's all. Delicious. Hey, come over, yeah? Listen, you're a courier, right? Right. Grand, I've got a question. Outside in the city, have you perhaps bumped into my buddy somewhere? You must recognize him, a buffoon with a mohawk. Sorry, no clue. Forget I asked. Be on my way then. Toby's apartment. Unlocked. Fucking hell, Toby, are you there? Oh, shit. Fuck, Sal's not gonna be happy. Toby went off himself. I don't believe it. Maybe there's something here to explain it. Suicide note. This makes no sense. There's someone been looking for something and they found it though. Second, there's something here. What the? Why would Toby be taking photos of Jim at work and meeting with other couriers? Fuck Toby, are you a rat? God damn it, Toby. Seems like you're taking your secrets to the grave. Damn it, Toby. That's it for the day. Alright, chat. I know this is getting pretty intense, but if we're going to see other games tonight, we need to move on. This is cool, though. This is well done. I like the aesthetic. I like the vibe. I like the mounting mystery as more and more people get sucked into it. Like, this is cool. This is pretty cool. Gameplay is very straightforward. You know, just moving around very small locations and navigating dialogue trees. Reminds me a bit of Dark Side Detective, yeah, just without the humor. This is obviously played a lot more straight, but yeah, I like this. I like this quite a bit. This is super cool. Feels like a bad ending run. Could be. Yeah, definitely could be multiple endings, so. Good stuff, chat. Good stuff. Well, from that perspective, we played 5 games and 3 of them are good. We're actually beating the odds this time. So, all right, next up is Brain Show. Like I said, this one does seem multiplayer oriented. We'll see what we can get out of it. But I imagine we're just gonna skip over this one for the most part. English, please. Thank you. Can we do a local game?
Welcome to Brain Show. Start by creating your profiles. It's easy. Press the on-screen buttons.
I had to get for a minute. Maybe just mention the last game is free. Wait, no questions asked is free on Steam? Hang on. Oh my god, it is. Chat, if you enjoyed that game we were just playing, it's yours. Grab it. It's free. Interesting. Also free DLC? Murphy's Outlaws, yeah. Interesting. Cool, alright. Okay, okay, can I... yeah, how to play with a phone? Oh my god, you have to select like predetermined names in this. I guess they actually call you out. Interesting. No, I'm not playing with my phone. Thanks. I like these character models. Can we play with the phone, like us chat? No, this is local multiplayer. There is online multiplayer, but not like that. You would actually have to have the game, I think. Oh boy. Okay, great. No, this isn't like Jackbox. No. I wonder if... Hang on. Okay. Not my B names, huh? This could be Boss. Boss could be this guy. Everyone is ready! Okay.
So I'm excited. We're starting your first game.
Okay. I'm just curious how this plays.
It's time for Brain Show, a game show that turns your friends into enemies, brings conflict to families, and with a little luck, makes you the sworn enemy for the rest of your days.
It's an
Is
interesting
everybody
way to do
ready?
the mouth
It's
movements.
time to get to know each other. Michael, I'm counting on you.
Oh.
You look like a future winner.
Do I now?
Boss. Oh, that look says it all. If I were the other contestants, I'd be planning to head home now. It's
Why
time
is this
for
guy
the
so
first round. Let's start with something easy. Do you feel the chill too? For good answers, you get points. For bad, you get squat. Easy breezy. Well, let's choose a category. Show us what you know, or what you don't know.
Literature?
We got something for book holes.
Did you say book holes?
Who warned Pinocchio against misbehavior and recklessness and was accidentally killed by the spider?
What? Talking cricket.
Everyone has a different opinion. Let's see who's right. Boss. Interesting. Only you are right.
Only you are right.
In which land is Robert M. Wagner's fantasy book set?
Anybody read these before? We have no idea.
No
Neon.
answer. Why? I said why?
Which book was published after Tolkien's death?
Silmarillion, right?
You're suspiciously unanimous. We'll see if it's good in a moment. Impressive. Looks like even you can have your moments of glory.
There we go.
Arthur
Next,
Conan Doyle, author of the Sherlock Holmes stories, was
It's, Doctor?
The opinions are divided. I have to admit, it's an interesting situation.
That's okay, Michael has no opinion.
Boss, I can't believe the others didn't
And also a
make it.
top.
This round is over. Just look at the participants. They're revved up and ready to fight.
I'll admit they put a lot of polish into this particular game.
There's no sense waiting. Let's keep going. And now, let's get the competition volunteer. React and respond.
Volunteer.
Make a blunder and lose your points. Use the trigger to react. Let's fly. Now, your moment of truth. The choice of category is yours.
What is
Let's
it?
see if you know what it is.
What it is, how it be, who would do.
what is a dipodity?
I don't fucking know.
Your button's not working?
A rodent, apparently.
What is a tiara?
Michael!
Hi. It's a crown?
I had a dream that you answered correctly. Unfortunately, as you know, dreams are
That's
interpreted the
curious.
other way around.
What is a sperm whale?
Michael!
Okay, at least I got that.
Great! Knowledge?
Come
or
on,
guess?
crap fucking count. We're not having
What
a
is a
Job of the
diadem?
Hut moment. Oh god.
Michael!
A diet. That's a headband, right? Yeah.
What a
Yeah, only the
spectacle.
volunteer can
One
answer,
genius
yeah.
surrounded by an army of intellectual scraps. This round is over. I'm having a pretty good time. Looking at the participants, I have the impression that they are too. It's time for another dose of emotion. We're going to start another round. Cleansing competition. Time for a vacuum cleaner.
What?
Our vacuum cleaner is a point eater. Answer correctly and it will go into someone else's hands. You can even choose who it goes
More
to.
gormless idiots here on Wheel of
Michael,
Fortune.
which category lets you shine in front of your friends?
He knows, chat. He knows. Geography.
Coming up are questions from every corner of the globe.
Forestless vegetation zone in the northern polar zone.
Forestless. That should be. It's not letting me answer.
Good.
Oh, I guess
I
it's.
think
I guess it's
everyone
whoever's
is
getting
surprised.
vacuumed has to answer.
Which river is the deepest?
Oh Jesus. Oh God, I was right.
You can do it.
Holy crap.
Choose a player to give the vacuum cleaner to.
Which ocean current is cold?
The Gulf Stream? Arg.
Which peninsula forms the heel of an Italian shoe?
Elaborate. Oh no, that's that one. Wow, I've never heard that name before.
In which country is Africa's highest peak, Kilimanjaro, located?
Tanzania? It is!
At last, I thought you would lose all your points.
Instead of gaining them. Wah!
Which of the countries listed does not pass through the Tropic of Cancer?
Mexico? No, Morocco.
It's time to say goodbye to this competition and see what the scores look like. Boss, total failure. The disappointment of your entire
This is
family
your fault,
and
Dom.
all your friends. But don't worry, we still like you because you're constantly giving us reasons to laugh. Michael, you're on the top former friends? Ha, not any longer. That's great. Ignore the average Joe.
This game's trying really hard. Really, really hard. Possibly too
Another
hard.
test of knowledge before coming up. High stakes. I don't think a little gambling has done anyone any harm. Bet your points. If you have a lot of knowledge, you'll multiply your score.
Okay, I think you're
If
seeing enough
not,
of this.
you lose what you bet. Boss, in which
I think we get it. Very polished. Very, very polished for what it is, but, yeah. Not what I need in my life. That one's both too hard and not near hard enough. Just want more You Don't Know Jack, yeah. I think that was somebody trying to emulate You Don't Know Jack without the writing chops. Frankly, yeah. Yeah, the host banter exists. The host banter is a thing that happens. All right. Our next game is Medieval Simulators Baker. So it's a simulator about baking. Wait, this is the same company. Hey, wait. This is the same company. Hold on a second. Also, I might have broken it by alt-tabbing. What? Hang on. Oh. So it turns out that this is the same company that made WTF Platformer. And they made this a year before they made WTF Platformer. So here's their company page if you're curious. They did end up making another medieval simulator game. But yeah. Sorry, click the wrong. God damn it. Okay, everything's fine. Okay. New game. Enter a name for the save slot. Bakersfield. I'm very clever. Okay. This is $13. Okay. Okay, I cut a swath clean through this field. We now have 20 grains. Meow. Map. Okay. I guess we're on my farm down here? Where do we bake things? Is this where we started? Where's, what do we, okay, so what? Do we, like, yeah, the next step is to mill, so where's the mill? Also, I'm too tired to run anymore. Oh, that's a stamina meter in the bottom center. Oh, Lord in heaven. Who the hell is this? A fish person. We found them fishermen. Wait, so that was my farm. But what? Oh my God, look at this water. Jesus Christ. Had not occurred to me until this point that I have a toilet meter. Mother of God, what the fuck is this? How do you get water looking like that? Okay, I have thirst, hunger, sleep, and pee meters. Okay, my summer bread. Okay, so after the fisher person, okay, so this probably goes to the mushroomer. I'm guessing I want to go to the farmer. So I want to go left and then right. Glad games like this exist. Nobody ever needs to play them. I'm glad they're here. So we go left here. And then... Too tired to run anymore. This is the tavern. Oh my god. No one will ever find me inside this person. Oh no. The tavern exists for essentially no reason. Also, I'm going to die of thirst unless we find a well or something. What is that all the way down there? I guess that's the city? So there's an entire city here? This is weirdly ambitious. Surely there is a well in the city, right? Right? Yes. I need water or I'm going to die. Video game. What is this place? Oh, I could just buy the things I need. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff in this game. Holy Jesus, there's a lot of stuff in this game. Grains, bag of flour, sugar, log, firewood, cucumber, tomato, carrot, potato, apple, pear, cherry, strawberry, chicken, pork, beef, like 6 different kinds of mushrooms, a dozen different kinds of fish, several different kinds of honey. You can buy water? No, that would just be silly. Why would I buy water? All right, my drinky meter has bottomed out. I don't know what happens to me now. I feel like we lost the plot on baking. Recipe for well, I should probably learn how to make bread. My inventory. That's not very helpful. Listen, I would really... You know what? Maybe it doesn't actually matter. Maybe none of this matters. Maybe nothing matters. The big rigs of medieval baking sims. I get the impression that this was meant to be like a Harvest Moon sort of thing. Oh, if I still had 100 coins, I could have a house. Oh, I need 2,000 coins to get a mill. Just slurp on that weird gelatinous lake. We tend to complain about modern games which hold your hand and pop in 200 tutorial messages guide you through early game. Because we don't know how good we have it. So there's a farmer out here who sells stuff. Harvest Moon, but you can't romance like the NPCs, and the prevailing color is brown. I love this. I love that there's a progress bar on a completely black screen. Like, here, let us hold you captive while you eat food. Invisible wall. I can't interact with any of these animals. I'm gonna declare this one a bust, chat. Game hints? What? Yeah, number 2. Don't forget to go to the bathroom when needed, eat from a bowler hat, drink from a tub, and sleep in a bed. House provides a place for chopping wood, a pot for food, a tub for drinking, and a latrine. It is better to buy recipes after purchasing an outdoor oven because without it, you still won't be able to cook. Before you buy a horse, you need to purchase a stable for it. Buy a new horse. Buying from nearly focused merchants, you can save hundreds or even thousands of coins. Trying to throw anything away. Better buy a warehouse and store all unnecessary items. Huh. Go home, game, you're drunk. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Highly aspirational, but just too... I don't know. I don't know, chat. No, it's very odd. All right, next is the Wolf of Derevnia. Wolf of Derevnia. About a wolf, chat. There's a wolf in it. Well, you missed it. This is the first time I've ever seen the Made with Unity screen, but it wasn't centered. It was like off the bottom. That was kind of funny. Alright, this looks like it could be cool. This looks like it could be neat. Could be very stylized. New game, please. Chapter 1, In from the Cold. Made with Unity, but badly. Movement in the corner of your eye, a flash of grizzled gray half concealed by the thorny underbrush. You look up from the path, nothing. It might have been the wind, might have been a startled pheasant, but you've learned to trust your instincts, and the prickling at the back of your neck says wolf. It's a choose your own adventure, chat. Or I guess a text adventure? Depends on if we can come back to these options. Very excited at the prospect of this. Follow the beast in the woods. Your hand on the hilt of your sword, you slip into the bushes, your bast shoes noiseless on the moss. You reach the clearing where you spotted movement. Nothing, not so much as a squirrel. Examine the clearing. You kneel and look over the leaf litter with the eye of long experience. Not a footprint, not a tuft of fur. But wait, here on this alder sapling, some snapped twigs. Something has been that way. Follow the trail. You creep through the forest, alert for any hint of a beast on the prowl. Perhaps this is why you don't see the patch of leaves artfully placed on the ground. Perhaps you simply aren't accustomed to looking for the work of human hands. You jump back as the trap springs. It doesn't catch your foot, but its jaws snap on the side of your calf, biting deep through the skins you wear. Ouch. Pain spangles your vision with spots of light. You stagger to one knee and grab your leg, your hands immediately slick with blood. Examine the wound. You gingerly pull away the torn edges of your clothes. The trap is sliced through muscle and tendon. You glimpse a hit of white beneath another gush of blood. Jesus. Bandage it. You root through your rucksack for some old strips of cloth, the long-faded last remnants of your bogatir's tunic. You wrap them nearly tourniquet tight around your leg and press down with both hands, biting your lip. The cloth is instantly saturated. The bleeding shows no signs of slowing. There's nothing for it. You're going to need real medical attention. So we head to the village for help. You're not sure how you wish to re-enter society, but it wasn't like this. Staggering against the trees for support, a trail of bloody footprints marking your path. The village looms ahead, the church's onion dome rising above the Izbus carved ridgepoles. You can hear low voices, see a couple of people in the village square drawing water from the well. They haven't caught sight of you yet. When people look at you, they assume you are... they're not sure. People have always been unsure what to make of you, even when you're a famed bogatir. How they will react as grizzled creature dressed in skins, well, you'll soon find out. You gear yourself up for the looks, the questions. I'll creep in quietly. The tumult of voices, the close press of bodies is too much for you to face all at once. You creep quietly around the outskirts of the village like a scavenger in search of food. You crouch in the shadows of an Izba's rough log walls. The building before you is larger, with a wrought iron lantern hanging over the door. An inn, maybe. Behind the village rises a hill crowned by a manor which slopes down to the edge of a placid pond nestled against the woods. We'll go to the inn. The inn's doors has flowers painted on it in cheerful green and yellow. Hesitantly, you take hold and slip inside. Womb-like warmth and dimness swallow you. Bundles of herbs hang from the roof beams, and a masonry stove dominates the wall. The air is close with the lingering smell of bodies. A woman in an apron is bent over the stove. Honestly, Branislav, it's not even noon, she says before she turns and sees you. She's middle-aged with a kind but careworn face, dark blonde hair slipping from under a cap. Oh! Another burst of pain stabs through your leg as you put your weight on it wrong. You collapse on one of the rough-hewn benches that scatter the room. Your vision swims through hazy darkness as all your weakness catches up to you at once. The woman in the apron sizes up the situation at a glance. She peels away the dirty furs and bandages crusted to your leg with dried blood and clicks her tongue at the site of the ragged wound. What happened? A trap. Trap. Stupid of me. I should have seen it. The woman sighs and shakes her head. That's Branislav. I'm always telling him that he sets his traps too close to the village. You're lucky it isn't worse. No broken bones, at least, but it'll need stitches. As she goes to fetch a needle and thread, she says, I'm Mila, by the way. Do you have a name? What name do you give? Sasha. Well, Sasha, I imagine this will be nothing compared to the things you've been through, but some liquid fortitude still won't go amiss. She pours you a wooden cup of medovka? It's sweet and cloying on your tongue, the taste of an eve of battle. Yes, I know Sasha's a guy's name. Groggy and half-conscious from lost blood, you hardly feel as Mila stitches you up and wraps your leg with poultices. When she's finished, she helps you onto the top of the stove, which is covered in rugs and warm as a horse's flank. You vaguely feel her unbuckling something at your side. Your sword. Let her take it. Yeah, no worries. No worries. She takes your sword. For the first time in years, you're defenseless. You curl up in the pile of rugs and fall asleep as weak as a child. That sounds really nice, actually. You awaken to the rich aroma of stewing meat. Mila is at the table below, mincing herbs and humming to herself. Mila looks up. You must be famished. It'll take you a few days to recover your strength. I can't pay you. I have nothing. No, you saw. She laughs shortly, and I'd spend it on what? A pilgrimage to Novgorod to buy gilded icons? She waves her surroundings. All of us have nothing, save Lord Godimir, of course. You help me, why? Why help an injured traveler in desperate need of assistance? What a world are we in that you need to ask such a question? Well, here in the year 2025, let me tell you. Paused with a knife in her hand, looking at nothing. Do you know there was a time when a man would help his fellow man merely because it was the Christian thing to do? Bullshit. Those were the days. He lapsed into quiet reminiscence. Climbed down from the stove. Mila's ladling the stew into wooden bowls. A shaggy gray tabby sits in front of the stove. We pet the cat. Tickle the cat's chin, he ignores you. Classic. His name is Calm, says Mila. He's utterly useless. Well, he's a cat. What do you expect? Absolutely nothing. And pet the cat again. Scratch Calm's ears. He blinks at you. Pet him again. Stroke Calm's back. He yawns. Pet him again. Tickle Calm's chin. He flicks an ear. If you're making any headway at befriending him, you're not sensing it. Scratch Calm's ears. He sneezes. You stroke Calm's back. He twitches his tail. Stroke Calm's back. He ignores you. Tickle Calm's chin. He flicks his ear. Okay, I think it's procedurally generated at this point. It's you pet this part of him, he does this thing. What village is this? It's called Derevnia, says Mila. I don't imagine you've heard of it. Nothing happens here. Well, nothing to talk about. I accept the bowl of stew. Take a seat at the table and accept the bowl she offers you. The broth is thick and brown and steam rises off of it. It scalds your tongue, but still you drink it like a starving animal, ignoring the spoon. Salt and herbs. You can't remember the last time someone cooked for you. Mila sits opposite you. You now realize she isn't as old as you thought. Not nearly. Looking past her work-roughened hands, she can't be more than 30. Those eyes, though. There's something in those distant eyes, like she's seen empires rise and fall. That would have been fine with 20 more minutes of petting Calm. We all would, honestly. So where are you from? Asked Mila. Novgorod? She looks up, her interest peaked. Novgorod the Great, where the knyaz lives? I don't know any of these terms. The very same. But the grandeur of the court is not what you remember of Novgorod. To you, Novgorod was mud and ice, the hubbub of the market square, the smoke of the forges, the stink of the fishmongers, the clamor of hooves and feet on the slick wood-paved streets. Did you serve him, the knyaz? Yes, I fought in his wars, but that was all a long time ago. Says you've been out all on your own all this time? No, I had a companion. I used to travel with my younger sister. Your sister was bird-bright eyes and quick hands, a laugh as effervescent as a river fountain. This is interesting. You actually get to form this character by the dialogue selections. I like that. I know I know that's not something unique to this game, but I do like it when games do that, and I do find it interesting here. Novgorod, capital of Kievan Rus, now unfortunately claimed by the Duchy of Muscovy, Russia. Kalinka, that wasn't her true name, but it was what I always called her. She was magic with a bow. The knyaz didn't approve, of course, but I told him he could have both of us or neither. The memories flood in unbidden. We were inseparable. We rode side by side on two great war horses, fought back to back on the Lake of Ice, saved each other's lives I don't know how many times. I thought that as long as we were together, nothing could stop us. And what happened? Now she's just getting nosy. I shall say nothing. You lock eyes with her and drink your stew in silence. Pointed silence. Mila gives you a patient smile. After a minute or so, it sinks in that you're being ridiculous, but you're damned if you'll break that silence first. Mila says, the fire in the stove is out. I could draw you a bath. That'd be lovely, actually. Mila hauls a cast iron tub out from the corner, places inside the stove, and fills it with water. She hangs a blanket over the stove's mouth for privacy. I'm not familiar with this usage of the term stove. Is this like a room? Is this like a heated room or something? I think this probably came out around the time of the life and suffering of Cervantes. Stove is like a huge pizza oven. Like, big enough to get in and not roast and die. I guess it's this over here. How do you holocaust our tub? I can just pick up my 12-inch skillet with one hand. It's that, okay. That makes a bit more sense then. You slip inside, it's hazy with steam and easily roomy enough for a grown person. It takes time to strip your clothes off layer upon layer of skins and furs basted together or tied with thongs. All plastered together with old mud and sweat. Excuse me. You slip into the tub with a sigh. The warm water is soon cloudy and brown. Parasites float to the surface, wriggling in their death throes. Oh, God. You attempt to rake some of the worst snarls out of your hair with your fingers, but it's no use. They'll probably need to be cut out. You scrub yourself, trying to get black grime out from under your nails and in the creases of your palms, but even when your skin is clean, you can't shake the feeling that something is still clinging to you like a shadow. I like to use both hands to avoid disaster. Those fuckers are heavy. When you emerge, Mila isn't there. She's laid out a fresh Kafkan tunic and trousers. She's in a pair of newly woven bast shoes. We'll put on the fresh clothes. The Kafkan is berry red with patterns of leaves embroidered around the sleeves and the lower hem. It's a little too large for you. There are faint stains under the arms. You wonder who wore it before you. You wonder if Mila made it herself, who spent all those hours embroidering leaves for. Who she spent all those hours embroidering leaves for. Mila re-enters the inn a few hours later, a basket of marsh peppers on her arm. You're looking significantly more human. How are you feeling? Better. Your color is back anyway. She presses her hand to your forehead. No sign of fever. You are one lucky traveler. You finger the hem of the kaftan. A tear has been mended, cunningly concealed with a bird and orange embroidery thread. Did you do this, you ask? It's so elaborate. Mila chuckles. Oh, that's just a little private joke. Everything is improved by adding a firebird. I figure if you need to repair something, you may as well make it look nicer than it did before. You have a gift. She shrugs. A man may have a gift, become a great woodcarver and an icon painter. For a woman, it is always just doing what is needful. You say, I'm feeling stronger. I think I might get out and stretch my legs a little. You walk with a staff, you ought to be all right around a little place like Derevna. Just don't try anything silly unless you want to swoon again. I'll be careful. Marsh pepper is also called R-Smart. She claps you on the shoulder. Good. Being injured must be a blow to your ego. I like her. I like her a lot. You're outfitted with sturdy oak staff, smooth polished patches worn into it by other hands. Your sword brushed by the door like a sleeping guard dog. We'll leave it for now. You leave the sword resting against the door frame, though you feel weak and helpless without it. You step blinking into a mild September mid-afternoon. You must have slept half the day away. The village square, such as it is only a patch of well-trodden mud in the center of the cluster of izbas. A small church stands before its roof's vault, and lofty onion dome all built of the same weathered mossy wood. Across from it stands the inn. The staring is stopped, at least, although you catch a few curious glances where the villagers think you're not looking. A young man splitting logs beside the well. Talk to him. He sets down his axe and pushes his hair out of his face. He's lanky and handsome in a stony way. Flinty eyes, aquiline nose, sharp chin. So you're the ragged beggar everyone's talking about. I'm not a beggar. He glances at your clothes. You can't fool anyone by dressing in Mila's things. Have I done something to anger you? Nothing you do could matter to me one way or the other. Conversation getting you nowhere. What an asshole. Fuck that guy in particular. I think I'll stop here, chat. This is quite good, I will say. The writing is surprisingly quality. I don't know what the hook of this is necessarily. I don't know where the story is going. It's clearly a very, 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 very slow burn. A bit too slow for us to get anywhere with it tonight, but it's another good one, chat. for fans of text adventures, choose your own adventures, visual novels, moody settings, Slavic ambiance. I think this is good. I don't know the name of this game, but know that I like it. Here, we'll save in this here empty slot. And we'll get out of here. This is the Wolf of Derevnia. But yeah, how much is this out of curiosity? $5.99. It does have a demo too. So you could pick up the demo and see where that gets you. It's 7 chapters. Playtime of 3 to 5 hours for one playthrough. 87,000 words long. 1,200 meaningful choices. Customable protagonist, 7 different discoverable backstories, and 4 main endings. This is cool. Man, chat. Derevnia apparently means something like village. I gotta say, we're still above average here. We played 8 games tonight, and well, no, we're half and half. Played 8 games tonight so far. 4 have been good, 4 have been whatever. Okay, Curator Connectageddon that has mostly good shit is crazy, right? Well, let's see what else we can shove in tonight. Next up is Banana Guy. This looks really cute, but who knows? Who knows, chat? Who knows? Who knows? At least we get an actual controller game. Banana Guy. We'll begin the adventure. You spurn goblin gangbang and prove yourself a reliable curator that game devs could trust. One day while goofing around doing banana things, Banana Guy had a thought. You know it'd be cool? A banana in gold. And so he set on a journey to find the legendary golden banana. Wow, that actually looks pretty good. Alright, I am playing now. Oh, you can... Oh, you can wall jump in this. I can... What the fuck? So the double jump is apparently, like, peeling yourself? You can kick coconuts? Huh. An important mechanic, clearly. Achievement God! I got my first power up. Power coin. Oh, okay. Welcome. I was a banana person. Sob, sob, my child is lost. I can't find him. If you find him, please bring him to me. He always runs away as soon as I look away. Everything is banana person shape. Kick the child. The child is a green banana. He Hilo! What a nice surprise to meet you here. Nobody comes here anymore. You know, when I was your age, I used to hike 3,465 kilometers just to tell my grandpa goodnight each night. Nowadays, you younglings don't even bother spending a second tending to your elders. Now, as a reward for listening to my ramblings, I'll give you a banana coin. Go tell the others what I gave you for just a few microseconds of your time. Are we finding this appealing? Seeing the green one, I knew the old banana would have spots. Why'd the banana go to the doctor? Oh, Christ. It wasn't peeling well. Oh, welcome to the Democratic Banana Republic. This kid keeps jumping on my parasol. I just hope it doesn't break. Anyway, see you around, feller. Kid is annoying. Can I kick his ass? Yes, I can. This is probably the kid that person lost. It is. I got me another nanner coin. Thank you so much for finding my child. I will forever be grateful. Just yeet his ass out of here. I really wanted to. I prefer not to sit down most of the time. I'm glad the owner doesn't get upset. So this might be like a kitschy collectathon platformer, maybe? I did see the tiny eggplant running away. Don't know what that's all about. And you do have to be turned the correct way to go through those doors. Hello, do you want to try keeping a coconut in the air as long as possible? As I was a kid, I dreamt of keeping a coconut in the air for at least 20 kicks. I'll give you my banana coin if you help me achieve that lifelong dream. Ah. We mini-gaming now. Fuck. That's pretty tough. It's the jump rope for Final Fantasy IX, yeah. Fuck, I don't want to do this. Had enough. Okay, good. That got me out of there. Look, I can just find my own coin right here. It's fine. I don't need that lady's coin. Oh, if you peel yourself, you can't wall climb. That's tricky. Huh. Found a secret spot, apparently. I'm not sure what I'm doing at this point. I guess maybe I gotta figure out a way across there. Oh, just do it straight. Man, I'm a dumbass. Vampires in Society awakens the existential dread in me, but then again, it probably goes both ways as they saw me. You can see a list of all coins by pressing the select button. $28. There's 28 in the game. So it's not a huge game. We found 6 of 28 so far. There's apparently 2 kicking coconut challenges. There's 1 in that cave, presumably. Okay, and you need a certain number to get these things going. You can see a list of all coins by pressing the select. Yeah, I know that. Why are you telling me that again? I'm a potato. Good for you, man. Happy for you. I like this peeling mechanic. It's pretty fun. I didn't make it. Okay, chat. Let's say we leave this one here. I think we get the idea. And I mean, I've found over a quarter of the coins in this game anyway, so I don't want to spoil anything or everything for the folks that might want to experience Banana Guy for themselves. But yeah, nice, simple little platformer thing. Pretty cool. Another solid game, chat. Another game I wouldn't complain about. I think we got time for one more real quick. Let's make a nice round number and play The Die is Cast. Another Unity. I think everything tonight is made with Unity. Alright, The Die is Cast. Let us play. Hello, hero! Glad to see you back at the castle. Unfortunately, I have to tell you some terrible news. I should probably move. Your friend the princess has been kidnapped. I don't know how, but bandits managed to break into his room and leave the castle unnoticed. His room? You absolutely must save her, or it'll be the end of the kingdom. Hurry up, hero. The fate of the kingdom rests on you. Chapter 1, The Departure. After rushing out of the castle, you find yourself running down a path on a plain. The sun has just risen, a cool wind caresses your face. According to the indications that you have been given, the brigands would have gone to the north of the country in the direction of the mountain. In a rush, you didn't take the time to prepare a bag for your trip. Luckily, you never part with your sandwich. It will certainly be useful for the rest of your adventures. After long minutes of running on this path, you arrive at the edge of a dense and mysterious forest. That is a fucked up W. We go back to the castle. You scan the menacing darkness of the forest, you feel a chill of unease run through you. Is all this reasonable? Princess may be your friend, but you're not sure you want to risk your life to save her. And first of all, why should you be the one to go? Surely King can send more skilled warriors whose lives are less valuable than yours. You decide to return to the castle, live a peaceful life, far from any adventure. The end! Good ending. Alright. Okay. Let's try that again. Alright, this time we never part with our flute. certainly be useful for the rest of your adventures. Long minutes of running. Okay, we enter the forest. No, this... My choice was to go back to the castle and basically not play the game. We'll play the game this time. Oh my god, that was chapter 1. Chapter 1 had 2 choices in it. You enter the forest. It's very dark. You regularly hear noises around you. Many legends describe strange phenomena that would occur in this forest. I really not the type to be impressed by legends. Your courage is matched only by your determination to save your friend the princess. You'll be willing to brave any obstacle to get her back to the castle safely. Through obstacles, you realize that a wide river with a fast current is in your way. You try to swim across it or build a makeshift bridge with some branches. Build a bridge. Dice. During the adventure, the hero will have to perform actions using 3 skills: strength, knowledge, and social. I have nothing of anything. And if the hero succeeds in his action, he rolls a 6-sided die. If the result of the die is less than or equal to the value of the skill used, the hero succeeds in his action. The value of the 3 skills can be changed anytime accessing the character sheet in the game options. Really? I roll the dice. It's not gonna... Yeah, failure. Unfortunately, your deck is not strong enough to support your might. Character sheet. Oh, I don't have any points to assign. This one collapses and you try to cross it. The current of the river carries you away. You try to struggle, you feel your strength slowly leaving you. Could be the end already? Yes. What the hell? In the course of the adventure, the hero will have to perform actions involving the 3 skills: strength, knowledge, and social. If the hero succeeds in action, he rolls a 6-sided die. If the die roll is less than or equal to the skill used, the hero succeeds in action. Okay, you do have a limited number here. Alright, maximum knowledge, a little bit of social, or knowledge 5, social 3, strength 1. So for some reason you have to go into the options to see this. Can we just... No, we can't jump straight there. Okay, this is pretty clearly a very short game. I think each location is its own chapter. Flute. Enter the forest. Chapter 2, the forest. Alright, we'll try building a bridge again. It's already a failure. Alright, we got it. Success! Your crafting skills allow you to build a solid bridge in a very short time. You cross the river safe and sound without even getting wet. Keep it up and the princess will soon be saved. You continue your way through the forest, but suddenly hear a high-pitched scream. Quickly estimate that it was emitted about 1 kilometer to the east. It should not take you more than 10 minutes to get there. However, you don't know what you will find there. Go see. Leave in the direction of the cry and run. As you go, the forest becomes more and more dense. Creepers whip your face. Brambles gash your boots and clothes. After a long time, you stop your run. A few meters away, a terrified young woman is lying on the ground. She has long brown hair and wears a slightly scuffed white dress. Trace of blood on her face and the state of her clothes, you deduce she's been running for a while in this part of the forest. A masked man armed with a rapier approaches her while walking. What do you do? I think intervening is gonna get me killed, but I can't just leave after seeing this. Seeing this scene, you feel your hero instinct screaming at you to intervene. You turn towards the young woman to protect her. As the masked man plunges a blade in to take her down, you step in and strike the man in the face. The power of the blow and the surprise effect make him fall to the ground, and part of his mask cracks under the shock. The man gets up, grabs a rapier, and attacks you. Oh, this is a strength check. Unless I roll a 1, I die. 2. Unfortunately, the man in the mask is stronger than you. Rapier blow ends up hitting you in the shoulder. You fall to the ground with a cry of pain. Blood escapes from your wound and soaks your tunic. The man with the mask approaches you to deliver the coup de grace. Dice of survival. When the hero's life is in danger, he rolls a survival die. Well, apparently not if the river carries him away. Die roll is equal than less than or equal to 3. The hero can continue his adventure. If not, the hero dies and fails to save the princess. All right, we need 3 or less, and we get a 2. Success. The man, has raised a rapier. You use the last of your life force to roll the side. The blade comes to plant itself in the tree in which you're leaning. You take the opportunity to grab a large stone and throw it with all your strength in his face. Blow knocks him out and he collapses to the ground unconscious. Walk towards the young woman. When you're close enough, you hold out your hand to help her up. Without saying a word, she accepts your help. Suddenly, she steals your flute and runs off into the forest. What do? I pursue the thief. I really like that flute. Despite her injuries, she's still faster than you. You have a hard time catching her. You have to work hard if you want to get your flute back. Oh, it's another strength check. Yep, failure. Fail to catch up with a young woman and see her disappear in the darkness of the forest. Here you are again alone, lost in the heart of a dense and hostile forest without your precious flute. Try to keep a cool head, take a deep breath, and continue your way through the forest. You continue your way through the forest. After several hours of walking, you arrive in a clearing in the center of which is a small wooden house. Smoke comes out of the chimney and a sweet smell of stew reaches you. You've been walking since the beginning of the morning. You deserve to stop for 5 minutes. Ask for hospitality. Yeah, totally not crying. Consists of only one room where old grimoires and strange jars are stored on high wooden shelves. The center of the room is occupied by a huge cauldron resting on a glowing inferno. A strong smell of stew emanates from it. An old woman with a hooked nose stirs the contents of the cauldron with a large wooden spatula. She looks at you with a smile and welcomes you to her home. Dips a large bowl in the pot and hands it to you. If exhausted, eat this good stew. It will restore your strength. At first suspicious, you hesitate to eat this food offered to you by a stranger. Eventually, hunger gets the better of you, and you accept this well-deserved meal. While you devour this delicious stew, you ask the old woman if she knows the way out of this forest. She answers, still smiling, that many travelers get lost in this part of the forest, and she has a potion that allows the one who drinks it to find its way easily. It doesn't matter much, because she plans to eat you as soon as you finish your stew. As she tells you this, you hear the lock on the front door close. You try not to give in to panic. Try to convince the old woman to let you live. Dice of social. Needed 3 or better. Oh, we succeeded. How about that? After a long discussion, you manage to convince the old woman to let you go and give you the potion to find your way through the forest. Tells you the mountain you're looking for is a few kilometers after the exit of the forest. Reaching, you'll have to cross a military camp established on the ruins of an old castle. You thank the old woman for the information, drink the potion. This one immediately gives a strange feeling of knowing exactly which way the mountain is. Without a couple shuns, dice. Without further ado, you leave the small wooden house and set off again. Guided by the effect of the potion, you quickly reach the edge of the forest. Chapter 3, the camp. Yeah, okay. So, this game takes a very direct approach to storytelling. It's not really fleshing out any of these scenes, and it's kind of a shame, because there was a lot of opportunity for humor, for drama, for character development, in just knowing what you said to the lady. Much tastier masked man not far away. Finally out of the forest. Light at the beginning of the afternoon blinds you slightly. It takes a few seconds before you fully discern your environment. You first notice the mountain imposing in whose snow of the top reflects the light of the sun. Your goal is there a few miles away. You observe on distance that on the distance separates you from the mountain is a huge military camp built on the ruins of an ancient fortress. The military camp was established by a revolutionary army seeking to overthrow the power of the monarchy. As you think about it, it's very likely that the bandits who kidnapped the princess are in the pay of the revolutionary army. There's a good chance the princess is inside the camp. Approach the ancient fortress, you notice the only entrance is guarded by a soldier. The towers that make up the wall are not occupied. In addition, the stones of one of these towers stick up out enough to try and climb it. Climbing the tower is gonna be a strength check. We'll talk to the guard. Talk to the soldier in front of the door. Maybe if you're convincing enough, he'll let you through and show you where to find the princess. Dice of social, go! Alright. Oh, you have to succeed at several rolls. Failed that one though. Guard seems passionate about what you're telling him. He lets you pass and wishes you good luck in finding your friend. As you walk through the camp gate, you feel something hit you hard on the back of the head. You lose consciousness. You wake up inside the camp, your hands tied with a rope connected to a large wooden stake. You notice that you've remained unconscious for several hours because night has fallen and soldiers start to light fires everywhere to illuminate the camp. Next to you, a man in his 30s with long brown hair and light eyes is also tied up. You immediately recognize Argo, the member of the royal guard assigned to protect the princess, whom you have seen several times at the castle. He also recognizes you and seems saddened to see you in such a situation. Quickly tell him about your adventures of the day before asking about his own situation. Checking no soldiers who are nearby, a royal guard leans over to you. Tell me, young hero, what do you know about the history of this country? Surprised by this question, you admit to the royal guard you're never really interested in it, unlike your friend the princess, who's particularly interested in the subject. Most people in this kingdom are not interested in its history. Those who study it know that we are the descendants of a great civilization which flourished on this island for hundreds of years before experiencing a sudden technological decline. On the other hand, what very few people know is that this great civilization was not born of this island, but originated on an island north of ours. Civilization reached our island by crossing the ocean using vehicles floating on water propelled by the force of the wind called ships. Regularly throughout our history, men and women have sought to develop similar technology in order to leave this island and set out to discover the world and our origins. Every time one of them was about to finalize his invention, he would disappear. Not seeing the connection between this history lesson, the presence of the royal guard and the military camp, you ask Argo to get down to business. Let's get busy. Your friend the princess has an intelligence and curiosity similar to those inventors who have disappeared from history. You probably don't know this, she was secretly working on the design of a ship. From plans she found old books that belonged to this primordial civilization. Aware that she was in danger and suffering the same fate as her predecessor, she informed me one day of her project and made me promise to continue her work if anything should happen to her. In parallel to my work as a royal guard, I started to help the princess with the construction of the ship. Later, I began to investigate these strange disappearances that occurred throughout history. As I researched, I discovered the existence of a secret organization called the Summit, whose lair is inside this mountain. I then decided to infiltrate the organization and gather as much information about it as possible. I learned the Summit was working in the shadows to prevent the inhabitants of the kingdom from leaving the island. To do so, they did not hesitate to make anyone who went against their will disappear. They also fund the revolutionary army, which they use to destabilize the country and to protect their lair from potential snoopers. That is a lot of plot dumped all of a sudden. It is a neat hook. It is rather unique. Royal Guard paused in the story, giving me time to digest all this information. We completed the construction of the ship a few days ago and were meant to conduct a first expedition tonight, but in meeting with the Summit members, I learned that our project had been discovered and they were planning to kidnap the princess they had done with the other inventors throughout history. I then hurried from the mountain. Wait, so Argo was part of the Summit? Tried to cross camp, I was stopped to take a prisoner. I don't know how the organization eventually discovered my true identity. Okay. He has to manage to escape. He'll have to use his tunnel to get in the mountain to find the princess escape with the ship. Oh, you infiltrated. Okay. I guess I glossed over that part. Spot two soldiers advancing in your direction. One approach you with a dagger in his hand. With his blade, slices your bones with a large blow. Does slam with the royal guard. Chief wants to see you follow us. Yep, follow the two soldiers. I arrive in front of the chief. You go inside, accompanied by Argo. Interior of the tent is very spacious and richly decorated. In the center, you find the leader of the camp, alone, quite drunk. His right hand rests on the pommel of a huge sword, and his left hand he holds a jug of wine he seems to have emptied by himself. After ordering the two soldiers to leave, the camp leader turns to you and explains he had no food for prisoners. He suggests you kill the royal guard and join the revolutionary army. If you refuse, it will kill you both. I will save Argo. If you refuse to kill the royal guard, the camp leader pauses his pitcher of wine on table and staggers towards you, his huge sword in his hand. Dice of survival. Dice of get fucked. Sad music. In one swift movement, the camp leader splits the air with his huge sword, whose blade separates your head from the rest of your body. Farewell, heroes. And that's it, chat. That's it. Okay, so looks like there's 2 ways out of the forest. We end up in the camp, then there's probably the mountain, and then, I don't know, like a space station or something. So, like, okay, it's very simple. It's not super well written. You can lose just by getting bad rolls. But an interesting hook. I will give it credit for that. It has a different setup than most Save the Princess kind of games. All right, chat. Well, with that, I am going to call this evening done. So, we did good tonight, chat. We did surprisingly good tonight. We got through 10 games, and the majority of them were good. The 5th door was a very solid Exit 8-like. I enjoyed my time with it. I thought it was pretty interesting. Ethereal Fracture was really fun. Had some interesting mechanics and some good art. Deadly Footprints, not so much. A bit too simple for the puzzle gaming that it was going for. WTF Platformer's probably the worst. Well, it's down to this and Medieval Simulator's Baker for worst game of the evening. This, honestly, I think was less playable. So this one might be the worst of the night. No questions asked. Genuinely cool. Maybe my favorite game of the evening. Seems to have a really interesting plot that was starting to unravel as we're getting further into it. Brain Show is trying a little bit too hard to be the next Jackbox. I don't necessarily think it's bad, but outside of its very polished presentation, I don't think it has a whole lot to it. Medieval Simulator's Baker seems ambitious, but pretty inscrutable. Wolf of Derezhnia, really cool visual novel, choose your own adventure kind of thing. Banana Guy was a cute, kitschy platformer collectathon, and the Dias cast wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it also wasn't bad. I was fairly entertained by it. So I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good games at an absolute minimum. I would honestly throw the Dias cast in there to give the good games a majority tonight. That is shockingly good for a Curator Connectageddon chat. It is rare for us to end up with that many solid titles. It's a mammoth miracle, it really, really is. So on that note, chat, let's call it a successful evening and tuck ourselves off to bed. So, schedule reminder, tomorrow night, back to the Power Hours, April 1995, specifically the Epic Center. We're gonna be reading through the Epic Center feature tomorrow night. We'll see if we get hung up on anything dense. I know there's Ogre Battle and Secret of Evermore preview in there, but seeing as how we played both of those quite a bit on this channel, they shouldn't hold us up too much. There is no stream on Sunday for obvious reasons. And then Monday, we will be back to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And with that, chat, let's go find somebody to raid. Let's go light up somebody's life. I think tonight... It's been a hot minute since we last raided Mary Ellen Katz. Let's go hang out with her. Let's go see how she's doing this evening. So, anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for another very sudden Curator Connectageddon, and a shockingly good one. One with some actual decent games, some that I think would benefit from a full playthrough on this channel. Doesn't happen very often and really needs to be savored when it does. So hopefully you had a good time tonight. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow night for the continuation of the Power Hours. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.